malam, 大家晚上好，Wanakkam，係咁多啫。4.6 billion. That is the principle. Whose money? Our money. The people's money. 4.6 billion is not including interest. Including interest is 7.5 billion. 7.5 billion is also not the end. Because Port Klang Free Zone today occupancy is only 14%. It will take up to 2040 to pay back. The total will become 12 billion. 12 billion is what we will be paying. What is 12 billion? Today, we have Chinchi the economic downturn. The first economic package to save the whole Malaysian economy announced by Najib Tun Razak is 7 billion. 7 billion to save the country is not even the amount of 7.5 billion. That means one Port Klang Free Zone is more than the economic package. The second economic package, 60 billion. The cash portion of the second economic package is 15 billion. 10 billion in the first year, 5 billion in the second year. So 12 billion that we are paying for Port Klang Free Zone is again more than what the government is paying in the second economic package in terms of cash. Second, PKMZ is really Malaysia. What we can do, straight people I will know, Barisan Nasional will do like this to make profit. The land belongs to the state. 1993 belongs to the state. 1993, the government decides they want to do this project. Why the state government transfer to the cooperative $1 or $2 per square foot. The cooperative, which includes Abdul Rahman Palir, who has also become a director in Wijaya Baru, which is the shareholder of Kuala Dimension. Then this cooperative sell to Kuala Dimension $10. Already make 7 million. Kuala Dimension sell to Port Klang Free Zone 25 million. 15 million. Everyone is making the profit. Why can't the state government give back to the state Port Klang Free Zone $3? Why must go through cooperative Kuala Dimension? This is what I mean by Malaysia. Second, when it says Malaysia today, all the laws and procedure no need to follow. Kalau kita pergi ke MPS, kita hendak ikut peraturan, meeting, syarat, ini tak boleh, itu tak boleh. But when this Kuala Dimension wants to sell the land, Valuation report says official valuation is 10 million. Include the infrastructure, 17 million. Cannot be 25 million. 25 million is only because it is a special value. Because Kuala Dimensi says I give Port Klang free zone time to pay. But they still charge interest. So there is no justification for the 25 million. Yet it can be approved. The fourth point relates to the manner in which the project is given to Kuala Dimensi. First, Kuala Dimensi sells the land. Then Kuala Dimensi becomes the turnkey developer. What is the qualification of Kuala Dimensi to be the turnkey contractor? It is not there. There's nothing special about Kuala Dimensi, no track record. Second, 1,000 acres. Normally, if any one of us is the developer, I develop 1,000 acres by phases. I sell the first phase, I collect the money, I use the money, then I do the second phase, third phase, fourth phase. Here, this Kuala Dimensi expert developed 1,000 acres by one go. So Port Klang has to pay for the entire development. But up to today, it's only 14% occupancy. So they should have developed only 14% before they go to the second phase. So who make the money? The contractor make the money. Port Klang have to pay. We have to pay. And this is not a normal business decision. Any businessman will not make that kind of decision. So, corruption is not only taking our money, corruption is also endangering our lives. If you were in the stadium, if you were on the MRR2, you can be killed. If we continue to allow Barisan Nasional to run the government, we will be the laughing stock and we are endangering ourselves and our family. Although we have taken over the state government, we are not in control. The federal government is still in control. Kaki tangan MPS, pejabat tanah is still controlled by the federal government. Our tax money is collected by the federal government. They should be giving to the state. But now, they are giving direct through their own Barisan Nasional appointed, which is what they call it, JKKP, not through the state. Although we are in control of the Menteri Besar and the Exco, the state kaki tangan, they don't follow us. In Perak, you see the state secretary, chief the Menteri Besar. The speaker don't want to have a assembly, the secretary sent out the assembly notice. So we are not in control yet. Ngô Châu, tanay, may hayaw. We have to go to Putrajaya. We have to take control of Putrajaya before we can change. That is why we would like to explain to everyone. And they ask, what is happening to Selangor? What is happening to Perak? What is happening to Penang? Because the federal government is not respecting, tidak memberikan kehormatan kepada keputusan rakyat. They are sending the money to their representatives. Another project by Barisan Nasional. So we should go back to the federal government and say, this is my money, give it back to the state, give it back to Tan Sri Khalid and the Pakatan government, because the people voted for Pakatan to control our money. It is our money. It is Pakatan to be in control. So we must stand up. We have to tell UMNO, MCA, MIC, listen to the people. And we will continue to go to Putrajaya. Thank you.